Hello everybody, my name is Aftermath and today I will be introducing the top 5 baddest badasses in video games to you. Why and how and who is on the list, you will see that in just a second. Today we will be looking at the top 5 badasses in video games that give no fuck, and especially not about what you think of them. Warning, this list is full of spoilers, it should come as no surprise, otherwise it would be hard to make a point. This list will also include profanity and a severe lack of diplomatic solution. You have been warned. Number 5. Clementine. Oh, look at cute little Clementine hiding out in a treehouse with her walkie-talkie and her hat. Oh, she's learning how to shoot bottles. So sweet. Who is the cutest little survivor? Who? Holy fuckballs, Clem. Yes, when we found the scared little 8-year-old Clementine back in season 1 of The Walking Dead, I don't think any of us has expected that this cute child who acted as a little more than a moral compass for ex-convict Lee Everett would ever be growing up to become a certified badass in her own right, who not only stood by many of the serious certified zombie killers like Molly and Michonne in terms of pure badassery, but also managed to outshine them by the virtue of being only 11 years old. And yet it's her interaction with the living, which certify her as a badass who gives zero fucks.
Whose baby is it?
God damn, Clem. Zero chill.
Excuse me?
Number 4. Renegade Shepherds. And I'm not talking about Paragon Shepherd, and neither am I talking about Renegade Shepherds. I'm talking about Commander Shepard, who is full on not giving a fuck renegade mode. So renegade, in fact, that his eyes are red. I'm not kidding.
You're working too hard.
If you go full renegade with a correct backstory, your backstory could be that of a war criminal, the Butcher of Torfan. You throw your friends and yourself into a full-fledged alliance with a xenophobic and sketchy organization, you gun down helpless and traumatized people who are under shell shock, and commit even more atrocities, such as genocide, and while you're at it, you're extincting races such as the Geth, Krogan, Quarians, Batarians, Rekni, and the list goes on. Renegade Shepherd is no one to fuck with. Being on full-on Renegade Shepherd makes humanity basically become a tyrannical, supremacist, and xenophobic society. And everybody is okay with it because nobody is going to fuck with Shepherds, except for a few of his female companions. Hell, I think Renegade Shepherd's official waifu for life is that racist Ashley. If you never played Renegade Shepherd and you want a reference, imagine Saren just as a human and around 10 times worse. He literally gives not a single shit, and ruins everything he can. It's quite surprising actually how many still ask him to do things nicely, when people know how in advance it will turn out.
I've got nothing more to say to you.
How about goodbye?
As a result, place 4 on this list will go to a war criminal who enjoys every single bit of his sadism. Congratulations, Shepard, you earned it. Just as much as you earned your promotion to become an actual fucking Reaper at the end of the trilogy. Number 3. Do you know what a redneck is? And I'm talking about the stereotypical redneck. The one you don't want anything to do with. Basically, Trevor is a proto-redneck. He is everything a redneck strives to be. He is brutal, cold-blooded murderer, a bank robber, and someone who hunts down young women to give them to cannibals with no remorse because he gets money out of it. It is even worse the moment you realize one of his best friends, Michael Townley, might still be alive, in which case he decides to randomly up the ante and does everything he wants to do in less than a few days. Starting with almost completely killing off a biker gang, stealing a private military corporation's military transport plane, robbing a submarine, and robbing a fucking nuclear authorization protocol and shooting everything to bits just because he can. He is easily triggered, and if he gets triggered, he just kills everyone in sight, as seen to one of his acquaintances he made during his submarine heists and his ex-girlfriend. He shows off his body an awful lot, and a few of his tattoos make sense in context, like the cut here tattoo on his throat, or a fuck cops tattoo, a pike, and a rip Michael tattoo. So why is this homicidal literal maniac who is completely acting irrationally and gives no shit about anyone or prosecution only plays Ray? Because deep in his heart he still loves his friends. Especially Michael. Hell, he even knows forgiveness, and he becomes a better person for the worse, since he is still a homicidal maniac. Plus, how can Trevor be placed 2 or 1 if you meet his mother, who is literally worse? Number 2. Jacket. What if you are a shell-shocked war veteran who used to be a part of an elite death squad fighting a losing war and barely got out of your last mission with your life, only to then receive phone calls directing you to go to mob dens and murder everything and everyone inside? Most people would say, fuck this shit, I am out, and maybe throw their phone out of their nearest window. Not Jacket though. Jacket doesn't need any persuasion, nor does he face a major moral dilemma. He does what he's told to because he's told to, and that's about it. He feels no remorse or hesitation whatsoever. He just goes and kills people to satisfy the shady guys leaving messages on his phone. Why does he do it? Does he understand that he's nothing more but a killing machine, unable to cope with civilian life and pursuing the only chance he has of a feeling useful to someone? Or is he so used to following orders on the battlefield that he no longer even cares where the orders are coming from or why they are there? Or is Hotline Miami just a very elaborate metaphor for video games that try to show you how willing you are to do despicable acts of violence as long as an objective on a screen demands it? I have no idea. What I do know is that anyone who can put a drill through a guy's skull and then sleep peacefully with his fucking girlfriend is a certified badass in my book. Number 1. Hey kids, let me ask you a question. Take the Doomguy. Now remember he was sent into hell a few times, sometimes even on purpose. Now he fights demon with no break for days and weeks and rips and tears himself through hell. How come he has not developed PTSD yet? The answer to that would be, because he has hell's worst nightmare himself. Don't fuck with the Doomguy. If the Doomguy tells you he knows best, by fucking your shit up, believe him, he knows best. This guy's no joke. If Christianity is to be believed, over 1,000 people are sent to hell every day, and Doomguy commits genocide against hell now for a total of 4 iterations. It has become so bad that hell spawned a demon called the Avatar, which not only has John Romero as a hitbox, but also is 10 stories tall. And he killed it. Hell's Minion made him a sword and then sealed him away forever. Basically, right now Hell used to be a place full of demons and eternal fighting. Now it's a no man's land with lots of big bones of demons that died ages ago, and a few small lurkers here and there. They just want to get away from Doomguy, but there is no escape. And there never will be one. If Doomguy comes close to a demon, the only break that demon will have is a brief moment of silence in which he can gaze into Doomguy's, or how demons call him, Doomslayer's, eyes before he is smashed against the next wall, or his horns are literally ripped off and shoved into his intestines from the throat. It's quite graphical. Doomguy gets health back from that too, so I can assume he is sadistic. So when this fucking human scientist called Olivia found Doomguy and decided to open his sarcophagus, of course, literally, all hell broke loose. And they tried to destroy the gateway to hell as fast as they could. Thanks to Hayden, however, and Olivia in a lesser extent, this is no longer possible, and Doomguy can go back from hell to Mars and Mars to hell the moment he wants to, or somebody else does. The reason that in Doom 4 there's barely any big demons left is because there simply aren't any. The ones that still exist are mostly artificially created or resurrected, everything else is dead, and everyone is afraid of Doomguy. And you know what isn't fucking helping? Hayden sent him back to hell after the end of Doom 4. They're never going to be safe. He will find them. He will kill them. He will rip and tear. Thanks for watching, my name is...
Aftermath!
Ugh, it's my first subscriber, S.A. Fartington, the cousin of Tucci McNickpick. What do you want?
It is pronounced essay!
What do you want?
I want to tell you that your video is shit! Shit!
Well, all my videos are shit. You're not telling me anything new.
But this one is even more shit than the rest! What is this bullshit? Only one female character? Are you a misogynistic pig or something?
Well, the thing is, most female characters in games aren't really portrayed as kind of near psychopathic badass that I was looking for here, so I...
Misogynistic pig!
How do I disconnect codec calls again?
Also no Kratos? Seriously? The guy who basically invented the badass video game protagonist?
There were badass characters before Kratos, you know? And besides, I've never played God of War. How was I supposed to put him on the list without sounding fake as hell?
You're only making excuses to cover up your own stupidity. I'm unsubscribing from your channel and you never have my support again.
And thank God for that. You unsubscribed yet?
Fuck you!